So what's up guys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video. Now in today's video guys, we do have some tactics for the 4-2-3-1 formation, a formation that I like every year because of how well balanced it is in both the attack and the defense. We're also going to have some gameplay as well, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy that. And with all that aside guys, don't forget to drop this a like because it does really help me out. And yeah, let's get into the video. If you guys want coins for FC24, make sure you check out MMOEXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're very fast, they're very cheap, they're very reliable, and if you use my code Rema, you can get yourself a lovely 5% discount. Alright then guys, so starting off with the tactics for the defensive style, I like to have it on balanced. It does give you the most control over your defense, so when you want to be aggressive you can, and then if you want to drop back and be a little bit more passive you can also do that. So balanced does give you the best control that is not really possible with any other setting. When it comes to applying pressure in this game as well, we don't really need to use the pressure tactics. There is something we can get onto in a moment which is much better, so balanced is the way to go guys. Moving on to the width, I like to have a more narrow width in this game because I think it's better to be nice and compact through the middle, because somebody is going to go for those cutbacks regardless of whether or not you have a nice wide defense. You know, they're always going to try them, so I think it's at least better to have a more narrow and compact defense to at least block out that middle area, and then when somebody goes for a cutback, just manually getting out to them. Moving on to the depth guys, this is what I was on about when it came to the pressure in this game. So if you have your depth on 71 on the new gen version of this game, you'll basically get an automatic press from the AI. It is very strong defense for you and it's very difficult for your opponent to play through. Completely breaks their attacking AI and congests the middle of the pitch. It also doesn't really give you a stamina drain like the pressure tactics, which is why it is better. This is something I personally hope will get fixed, but I really don't believe it will because it is EA Sports and they don't like to fix their game. So 71 depth if you are on new gen, because you're basically handicapping yourself if you're not using it. But if you are on the old gen version, 55 to 60 depth is good because the 71 depth thing, like I said, is new gen only. Now moving on to the build-up play guys, I have this on balanced. This is because it is the most varied and controlled form of build-up. So when you use balance, you can pick and choose when and where you use each form of build-up. So if you want to play slowly, you can. And then if you want to speed it up and play a little bit faster, for example, you can also do that. For chance creation guys, direct passing is an absolute must in my opinion, because it's the only setting which will actually beat that park the bus defense. Although it's boring, when you use direct passing, your attackers will make these runs in the penalty box, waiting for the opponent's defenders to follow them. After the opponent's defenders have followed them, the attackers will then track back so you can cut back to them. So again, a little bit boring but very necessary to score goals in the meta of this game. Moving on to the width guys, because I said about the 71 depth congesting the entire middle area of the pitch, it's important to have a bit more width than you usually would in your attack so you can go out wide, because I like playing through the middle personally, but even I have to go out wide and play down the wing sometimes because it is just way too congested in the middle. So I go for a width which isn't crazy wide but still has a bit of width to it. But yeah, moving on to players in box, I have it on 6. This is so we have a few players into the box to finish off those chances, but we don't overcommit everyone. And corners and free kicks, we just have these on 1, but you can do whatever you want with that basically. Sorry to interrupt the video guys, but I have noticed around 90% of you that watch the videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if you are enjoying the content or finding it helpful, please consider adding that subscription, as it does help me out massively. Also don't forget to drop a like on the video as well. And with all that aside guys, I hope you enjoy. Let's continue. Now moving on to the player instructions guys. On the striker, I just like to have him on stay central and mixed attack. We have him on stay central because we don't really want this player drifting out into the wider areas, especially since it's our only striker. We do need at least one player in that central position to finish off our chances whenever we need them to. We also have them on mixed attack because I don't just want to restrict this player to getting in behind all the time. It can become very one-dimensional, and sometimes I actually like this striker to help in the build-up. So mixed attack and stay central on this player. For both of the wide cams guys, we just have them on get into the box for cross and basic defensive support. We do have them on get into the box for cross so they are not hesitant to get into the penalty area and help us out there. I also have them on basic defensive support as opposed to comeback on defense, because although comeback on defense does make it defending like a solid 4-bank midfield, so like it's almost like a 4-4-2, I find it a little bit hard to transition from that defense to attack sometimes. So we kind of trade off, you know, being crazy defensive for having a nice balance between defense and attack by having these both on basic defensive support. They just sit in more natural positions, I think, and it's a bit easier to attack. For the central cam, the same instruction, just get into the box across, so they will get into the penalty area. You don't really want to restrict your cam all that much, but yeah, get into the box across on that player. On the left CDM, the more defensive-minded player, we have them on stay back, cut passing lanes, and cover center. This is the most defensive setup you can have on this more defensive-minded CDM. Because this player is more defensive, of course, we don't want him to go flying forward, so these settings make the most sense. Now, moving on to the right CDM, guys, I do use more of a box-to-box style player, so I just leave them on the complete default settings, even cover wing, because you'll see what we do with our fullback in a moment, so this will make more sense, but it just means this player won't be scared to get out to the wings and cover those areas if necessary, but they will still primarily cover those central areas. We don't restrict them to just defending because they are more box-to-box, of course, so we kind of just let them do their own thing. Now, moving on to my more attacking fullback, this is what I was on about. I have them on balance, attack, and overlap. This is to add extra width to our attack and give us an extra option going forward. It helps stretch out your opponent's defense, and it is just a really beneficial thing to do. So your more attacking fullback, balanced, overlap, and this goes hand in hand with that instruction I have on cover wing. So for example, if this player commits really far sometimes this player will cover that area on the defense if they're not back in time. So that is the reason I have cover wing on the right CDM. On the more defensive fullback, stay back, and overlap, so we always have at least 3 defensive players back at a time, but when we send this player on a run forward, they will still make the overlapping runs to add that extra width. For the 2 centre backs and the keeper, I leave them alone, but you can do comes crosses and sweeper keeper if you like. But yeah, they're my tactics for the 4-2-3-1. Let's get into some gameplay right now. Really nice team. Wow, red and oh my gosh, this guy's got some serious pack. Look, first owner Vieira, first owner Mbappe. Jesus, man. Oh my gosh. What a ball, Buttra. Oh, off the bar. Come on, tackle him. Oh, that was close. Off the bar again. What is going on, man? That's a penalty. Come on. Nice. There we are. Good stuff, Blanc. Oh, is he going for a kickoff glitch? Oh dear. Two on. Off the post again, man. What do you even do against this man? Just get lucky and hope? Yep, I think so. That's all you can do, man. That one's my fault. Okay, you just don't play the ball when I tell you to. What a joke. What a joke, man. Thank you, man. What is going on? No, you don't. What an NPC, man. What a legitimate NPC. There we are. Why is he pausing? Am I getting the pause 3 times treatment now? Ah, typical, man. Typical. Yep, there goes another pause. Yep. Yeah, we get it, buddy. We get it. You're fuming. We get it. You're really angry, man. And there we are. The pausing is over. Jeez, I can't believe there's still people like this about, man. Oh well, let's get into the next game, lads. Who we got next? Sorry about the slight toxicity on my behalf in the last game. It's just when people are going to behave like that, you kind of got to give it a bit back, you know. It's just how it goes. I don't make the rules. This is a pretty nice team, by the way. I've never seen that Grealish card used, but let's see. Let's see what we can do. Oh, how isn't that a goal? Good save. Good save again. That one was not like a certified goal because it is just like a pop shot from a finesse. Oh, that's garbage. I'm sorry, man. That is complete garbage. Like, I'd have been more happy scoring the Griezmann chance early on than that. Like, that's just how this game is, though, man. Oh, that's a beautiful goal. That really is, man. That's such a nice goal. Let's go. Yeah, 3-0 quit. That was a nice goal, that one. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. We have played a couple of games. I hope you enjoyed the tactics. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up. It does really help me out. Sub to the channel if you are new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And with all that aside, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.